can get better at reading them, then it's like them playing with a mirror on their chest. You can see exactly what they're doing. So I feel like
It's a great
it
way
helps with everything.
That's a great way to put it, and just that you have to get it helps you grow, right, as a person. And
Yeah. You
that's
understand
cool.
things. You learn about yourself. There's things that, you do subconsciously or consciously that for other reasons when you grew up, and you can figure these things out, and then you have a better chance of changing, which is what we should all strive for, is to change for the better. But if you're not even aware of these little things, then it's very hard to change them.
When did you know like you're gonna do this jiu-jitsu thing? You're gonna commit.
I met a guy when I was dating a girl. She was a nightmare. She was a stripper. She was, it was like, and she had a lot of really powerful friends. And she introduced me to a businessman she knew, multimillionaire, owns multiple companies. I didn't have a job at the time, so he gave me a job with him, and he had a group within the job called the Hunters of Excellence group. It was something he was playing with. He was really into Anthony Robbins. He was into laws of attraction and all that kind of stuff, affirmations and stuff. So I sat in his class and I really enjoyed it. And after maybe 14 weeks, I got to a point where the class had given me the confidence to understand that I could do or have whatever I really want if I'm willing to put the work in. To, of course, some extent. I'm not going to be some NBA basketballer at 5'9" or anything like that. But I knew that there's a lot of things I could have if I really want. And I now believe in myself enough to be able to take the steps to achieve these things. And I thought, well, what do I really enjoy doing? And there was a few things, and one of them was martial arts. So I was like, okay, my goal now is to become one of the best.
Did this course?
Yeah.
A course, okay.
Yeah. So it was a course over 14 weeks, I think it was. And it's kind of funny because he put me in this course, and the course eventually was the reason why I quit the job, because I'm like, well, I deserve something better than this. I want to go out and get something of my own. I'm still friends with him to this day, and he still does courses. He's great. Danny Voyer, his name is. Yeah, I decided, well, I'm going to put the effort into jiu-jitsu. Okay, my goal is to get a black belt in 3 years. That was my first goal. I didn't get that. I got it in 4, but it was still very quick, and with no choreographic experience.
Well, that's a long time, man.
Yeah. So that was my first goal. And then what I had behind that was I was going to go into MMA. But by the time I got really good at jiu-jitsu, I kind of got a little bit bored of competing. And that's where I probably was looking more at going into acting and stuff like that. So I had the goal of going to MMA, and then I thought, well, most guys, not all, but a lot of guys go from jiu-jitsu to MMA to acting afterwards. So I was like, well, how about I just cut out the MMA, because I don't want to take too much, brain damage. And I have a head that's big. It's probably going to get punched a lot. So I'm like, and I'm short for what I would fight in. So I was like, well, I want to kind of limit that. So maybe I'll just skip the MMA part and go into to acting. And then I snapped my ACL in 2014, which kind of forced me off of the mat for 2.5 years. And I was in a weird position because when I did snap my ACL, I had already quit jiu-jitsu. I was a black belt by then. I fought in London. I fought with Victor Severio in a submission-only competition. There was no submission, so it was a draw. And that was the last competition I did for a while. And I came back, and my brother was coaching Australian rules football. And I came on as assistant coach and started playing. And I was using things that I'd learnt through coaching and training in jiu-jitsu in the football. The team was at the bottom of the ladder the year before, and it was full of a lot of young kids. We got to the top of the ladder that year because we changed a lot of things. There was a lot of things I learned while studying coaching and studying psychology and how people react to certain coaching that we applied with the team, which worked really well.